Hello chess lovers, let's have a look at a very aggressive game played by Levon Aronian against Fabiano Caruana. Aronian started with d4, knight f6, c4, e6, knight f3, d5, knight c3, bishop e7, bishop f4. This is the queen's gambit declined. Castling, e3, knight bd7, c5, knight e4. The other line starts with knight h5. This is also a very popular line, or c6. But this time we see knight e4, rook c1, knight takes c3, rook takes c3, b6 and c6. A principal push by white. Instead of c6, it's also possible b4 with the following continuation. But we see c6 attacking the knight on d7, knight f6, a3, a5, bishop d3, knight e4, rook c2, f6, and a very precise move by Aronian. Can you find that move? That move is queen e2, preventing this bishop a6 development. Let's go back. If black played bishop a6 instead of f6, the following continuation is possible: bishop a6, rook a6, knight e5, and already this square is not under control, and knight jumps to e5, bishop d6, and now knight goes to d7, bishop f4, knight f8, bishop e3, knight d7, bishop g5, queen d3, and this is good for white. That's why black first played f6, and now black as if loses a tempo, because after queen e2 it's not possible to play bishop a6 anymore. And now this bishop is stuck on c8. Bishop d6, castling, and here came a novelty by Caruana, g5. A very double-edged push. Although in this position it's very difficult to say whether this is good or bad, but later it turned out that actually this g5 move weakened king side. Bishop takes d6, knight takes d6, rook e1, an interesting move. It's also possible to play e4 at once, d takes e4, bishop takes e4, but already this a6 is not under control and it's possible to play bishop a6. So Aronian decided not to choose this line and he played rook e1, a4. Strategically, this is a very useful move, because in some point it's possible to play b4 with the white pieces and then b5, a4, knight d2, and already white is preparing a break in the center of the board. e5, well, f5 is not a good move after f4, this is just great for white. e5, e4, f5. Look at the tension at the center of the board. f3, d takes e4. This is a bad move. Releasing the tension favors white. A better option instead of playing d takes e4 is rook e8, queen f2 and rook a5, e takes f5, bishop f5. Well, but we see this d takes e4 move, f takes e4, rook a5. Again, it's not too late to play rook e8, e takes f5, e takes d4, queen f2 with an attack. Rook a5, somehow this is a dubious move. E takes f5, knight takes f5. And now a very great idea by white. Can you find the best move for white? I can give you a hint. Look at this rook on a5 protecting the pawn on e5. White goes for bishop c4 check, king g7, and now d5, already cutting this rook, and this e5 square is not protected anymore. Rook goes to e8 in order to defend the pawn, and now comes a strong move by Aronian. Knight e4. This allows knight d4 fork, but there is a very strong hidden idea behind this move. Can you find the next move for white? Queen goes to h5. Look at this, offering a whole rook on c2. Black took on c2, knight takes g5, bishop f5, defending the pawn on h7. And now comes rook f1. This rook is also joining the attack. This is very important. Queen f6, knight e6 check, rook takes e6, rook takes f5, queen g6, d takes e6. Well, instead of d takes e6, rook g5 is better. Rook e7, bishop d3. D takes e6, although this is also a winning endgame for white. Queen takes h5, rook takes h5, knight d4, e7. It's already too difficult to stop this pawn. Rook a8, rook takes e5, rook e8, rook e4, knight f5. Knight c6 is bad because of bishop b5. If you take, and if the rook on e4 is defended. So knight f5, and can you win in this position with the white pieces? Find the winning moves for white. Ready? The winning move is bishop e6. The threat is bishop d7, and at the same time the knight on f5 is attacked. So knight goes to d6. If knight e7, then bishop d7 is winning. But again, bishop d7, knight e4, bishop takes e8, king f6, and the last final touch by white. Bishop g6 and Caruana resigned. A great game by Aronian. Your comments please, and thanks for watching. Good luck.